I also put a link down in the description so that way you can also follow along with other routers if you have a similar router, or if you would just want to look at the actual instructions and see where I got this information from. I'll put that down below so you can just follow along. All right, so let's get into this. All right, let's get this port forwarding fixed. So ideally, if you don't know what port forwarding is, let's take 20 seconds to realize what it is. So port forwarding just means, from what I just learned too, I'm not a tech savvy person, so let me just explain it to you in the best way possible. Long story short, it says, hey, you know, what exactly is port forwarding? Port mapping, port forwarding is directing traffic from the outside world to the appropriate server. Right, so whenever that message is going to server A, that was the appropriate server, but you intercepted it so that you can take it to A. So ideally, it just allows other IPs to communicate using your router, even though it wasn't intended for your router. It just allows it to pass through. So that is the best way I can explain it without me being some kind of a tech nerd or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're a tech nerd, you can please put it down in the comment section down below if you can explain it any better than that. But that's just the way I look at it. So my hotspot was relayed just yesterday, and I've had this problem for so long. And I'm going to go ahead and walk through exactly what I did. Although I didn't have my computer with me. This is not at my house. This was at one of my hosts. So I didn't have any kind of like, I couldn't be like, hey, let me just screen record on your PC. But I was able to get all the screenshots of everything that we did so that I can just make this quick video. But if you're right here with me, if you're following along, it'll be just like I'm live with you. So, okay, first thing you need to do is you need to log into your router. Once you do that, you're going to see something similar like this page. Click on Home Network, and then you're going to click on IP allocation. This is the most important part that I was missing. I didn't do this part for like 2 to 3 weeks, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. We were being patient with it, but if you don't do this part, it will not work. Guarantee you that. So click on IP allocation, and then you're going to scroll down and click on your Bobcat miner. Your Bobcat miner will be right here. If it's not listed Bobcat, then just click on the Bluetooth pairing and run the diagnostics for your miner so that you can get that IP address. Once it's selected, we highlighted it here. Click on Allocate. Once you click on Allocate, we're going to scroll down, and you're going to notice all these private fixed IPs here, address DHCP protocol, or pool, sorry, and then click on Save. Once you click on Save, you're halfway there. Like, this is going to be great. Alright, so just adding this in there. At the top, go ahead and click on Firewall, and then click on NAT Gaming, and this is how you get to the screen that we're looking at right now. Now we need to add a service, but we need to do a custom service. So click on Custom Service. You're going to see this page here. Make the name whatever you want, but ideally I do Helium Miner. Okay, you can do Bobcat Miner, but I have Helium Miner, and then these three numbers are going to be the same. This is how I did it, right? 44158, 44158, 44158. 44158 is the number to use. It's in the directions. I'll put a link down below to show you exactly where it says to do all this. And if you want to follow along, or if you have a similar router, maybe not this exact router, you can follow those instructions. So 44158 is going to be the port that we need to open, we need to assign to, and then click on protocol TCP. There's a lot of discussion about TCP, UDP, all this other stuff. Look, the instructions say TCP. I don't know if it makes it better or worse, but the instructions say TCP. Did it work for me for TCP? Yes. Did it work for me when I also did TCP and UDP? Also yes. So there's people that say you can do both. I don't disagree, but the instructions tell you to do TCP, so I'm just gonna stick with that. And go ahead and click on Add. Once you click on Add, it's very important that you click on Return to NAT Gaming because you're not done. Okay, you got one more thing to do. Click on the service. So again, this is not live in real time, so I can't click on this, but even if I were to click on it, it wouldn't show. But click on Active War, right? Click drop down the menu, and you should see the Helium miner right here that you just added. So scroll down and find that Helium miner and then select it, right? And then you need to connect to the other end saying, hey, needed by which device? The Bobcat miner. So click on the drop down menu and you will see the Bobcat miner. So go ahead and click on the Bobcat miner and click on Add or Save. All right, in your case it might say Save or Add, but just make sure you finalize that, and then at the end result you should see this right here. You should see service ports TCP 44158 and then device Bobcat miner. Once you see this right here, just like this, you're good to go. You're done. All right. Make sure you hit save, all that, bada bing, bada boom. All right. Verify it. So immediately you should be able to go to portchecker.co. So let's go ahead here. And if it wasn't working, you should be able to see closed. Again, this is on a remote location, so I don't have access to this right now. But I can verify with you that my miner is no longer being relayed. So you're going to go to portchecker.co, click on use current IP, click on type in 44158, and then hit check. If it says open in green, you're good to go, right? But if it still says closed, then you did something wrong, okay? So for example, here I just clicked on port 44158. It is open, but again, that's not for this miner. I'm just trying to be transparent here, but this is exactly what I did. In this location, I have Xfinity, which is a lot easier, and it takes 2 minutes. Unfortunately for us AT&T people, or if you have a fleet of miners, you understand what I'm going through. So I just want to make this video real quick to make it super simple, transparent, and because no one has really made a video about this router. Everyone has a video about Xfinity, which is great, but we need some truth here. So let's go ahead and go to Hotspotty and the Explorer app. So check this out. It says hotspot is being relayed. If this is how you can tell if your hotspot is being relayed. If you open up, you click on it, maybe even on your app, on your Explorer, on the computer, and you go to look at your hotspot, it'll say hotspot is being relayed, get help, right? So here, I'm going to put this in the description down below so that you guys can get this. But ideally, this is exactly where you're told, hey, TCP ports 44158. So we're going to stick with that. We're not going to tweak anything else. We're going to do exactly what they tell us to do. Okay, so notice how it says hotspot is being relayed. So whenever you do this, you need to give it some time. Don't rush it. I'm telling you, once it says open, you're good to go. Just leave it. Don't touch it. The API, the Explorer, and Hotspotty, it will catch up. It will take some time. So mine took about 16 hours. So what you could do is go to the Hotspotty app if you're using Hotspotty. What I've noticed is that Hotspotty tends to update a lot faster. Okay, so check this out. Here in Tomball, Cherry, Orchid, Elephant, and same one. Cherry, Orchid, Elephant. So if you go to status now, look, it says not relayed. So this just updated like a few hours ago. I was actually going to try and catch it relayed or not relayed and relayed, but it got me right before I made this video. But other than that, guys, just wait on it. Portchecker.co will definitely tell you the truth. Once it says open, you're good to go. Yeah, let me know if I can help you with anything else. I have a couple Helium Hotspot miners and I've deployed them throughout the city, so I'm really just looking to network and connect with you guys. And if you guys got any questions or recommendations or anything I could do to make these videos better, let me know. So again, thanks so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if it was helpful to you. If not, don't worry about it. I appreciate it. Take care.